Hello, welcome to Board Game TV. It's Shadow Sunday and we're playing Shadows of Brimstone, and we're going to be playing the final mission for this campaign, Shadow of the Dragon. I'll get into what the final thing means at the end of the video, but for now let's go ahead and see what we have to do. An elemental dragon has been terrorizing all the local villages in the region, swooping down from the skies to smash buildings and crush townsfolk with its sweeping body. Its lair must be close. Tracking the beast to a nearby castle, if you can sneak in undetected, you may have a chance to put an end to the creature's tyranny. Okay, we do the regular rules. No gates will be found, of course. The heroes must follow the trail of destruction to its source to find the lair of the dragon they are hunting. Whenever the heroes find a clue, they have had a close encounter with the dragon they are hunting. Roll a d6 and see what happens. Okay, we'll do that. When the hero posse marker reaches the space marked 11 on the depth track, the heroes have found the dragon's lair. Okay, remove all growing dread cards and stack as normal. And the heroes must face one elemental dragon epic threat. We're going to be facing Sho Ryu. Now, I do not expect to win this. As a matter of fact, I expect to have my team wiped out. We're only like level 2. I'm throwing them to the wolves. But I want to show you what the dragon is like, and it's going to set up something for another campaign on down the road. So, we're playing with our showman group. We have the geisha. She has outwit. She has the serpent bow, the parasol, the hidden dagger, the secret blade, the plague mask, and the flintlock pistol. We have the enforcer. He has finding a weakness, the plague urn, tattered kimono, outlaw club, shoulder tattoo, sticky scroll, ruptured gland, luminous note, akuma mask. And the sumo with his multi-hand slap, letter from the emperor, dentia box, spirit scroll, sumo mawashi, and Tadarian raiders mask. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing, of course, we're going to do is we're going to roll for darkness. And we get a 7, which is what we needed. So let's go ahead and go. Okay, the geisha, she rolls a 6. Does she have any move? No, she doesn't. Yes, she does. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to get a new map tile. But first, we move that there. And we have the koi bridge. And it's going to go like this. Sometimes I have trouble with my hands. Okay. Put her there, and we'll put an expiration token on there. Next up is the enforcer. He rolls a 1. Does he have any extra move? He does not. So he just moves 1 space, but he will get a grit. Let's put another one there. Okay. And the sumo. 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't think he has any plus moves. Let's see what we have. We have an encounter and 1 doorway. So our doorway is going to be 1 up top there. Okay. So let's see what encounter we have. Greed for gold. The area here is lined with piles of gold and relics. A dragon's hoard. Fits, but a curse will surely fall on any who touch the tainted treasure. Ignore temptations. Well, we're just going to ignore the temptation. And that means everybody can recover 1 grit at least, except for Enforcer. You get their max grit. Okay, I think that was pretty simple. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. We got double 5s. Echoing laughter. Each hero in the fortress takes 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage. Okay. The geisha first. She passes none of them. I think I may spend a grit and re-roll. Okay, that's better. She only fails 1, so she takes 2 sanity. The Enforcer. Yeah, he passes 1. I gotta spin a grit. Reroll that. Okay, he passes all. And the Sumo. Okay, he'll spin a grit. And re-roll. Okay, he fails, just only 1. Okay. Alright, so let's roll for movement. Alright, the Geisha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enforcer, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Sumo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for darkness again. And I failed. So let's go ahead and move this there. Okay, so the Geisha will go. And she will move 1, 2, 3. The Enforcer will go. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Sumo will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a big map tile. Let's roll for darkness. We got 11 that time, so we're good. Okay, so the Geisha will go. Alright, so it's 1. Let's do a new map tile here. We're on 14. And we get Burning Room. Yep. Let's see, it's going to go like this. Yeah, like that. Okay, I'm going to put her right here. The Enforcer. Okay, well he's just going to go right here. And then the Sumo will go 1, 2, 3. And let's put an exploration token on the board. Okay, and let's see what we get. We have 1 encounter, 1 doorway, and 1 clue. Okay, so first let's see which doorway is going to be the way out. 6. So the bottom. Okay, so we'll put this here. I'm probably going to need more room here. Alright, so let's roll for our dragon sighting. And we rolled a 5. Look at the size of the thing. It's bigger than you thought. When you fight the dragon, it has +2 health per hero. Okay, that's terrible. Alright, and let's have our encounter. The Dragon Prophecy. The ancient Yamboshi prophecy speaks of a shining sword in the sky bringing about an age of darkness and the return of the great Dragon King Shoryu. It is said that only power of the true chosen defenders of light may hold this darkness, back this darkness and defeat the Lord of Dragons. If they fail, the world will be consumed in burning fires from heaven, and humanity will fall into eternal shadow. Okay, since she's the only one in that room, she's going to do the lore test. Her lore is 2. Yeah. And she does not make it. Okay, let's spin a grit and see if we can do that again. Ah, we got it. All right. So gain 50 experience points. Recover a grit. So basically, I got a free grit. Ooh, that was worth spending that grit for. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, we failed. Let's do a darkness card here. All undead enemies. Okay, I can deal with that. We'll leave that as it is. And let me push this back. That way I might have some room. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's roll. Okay, the geisha goes. She can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on 13. Let's grab a map tile card. Castle wall. And that's going to go like this. 6, okay. And we'll put an exploration token on the board. And now the enforcer will go. Actually, I can't do that. I'm going to leave her right there. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And the sumo will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have an attack, 1 doorway, and a clue token. Okay, let's see where the doorway is. 1. Alright. So it's going to be the upper top. Now let's roll to see what our dragon siding is. 5 again. Okay. This may stack if rolled multiple times. So now he's going to be +4 per hero. Yeah, this is horrible. We're definitely going to lose this. Okay. And now we're going to get attacked. So let's see what's going to attack us. D3 Oni. 1. Well, we got lucky on that. So we only have 1 Oni who's going to attack us. And remember, let's have a look at the Oni. 3 initiative terror. Any hero starting their activation on the same map tile automatically takes 1 horror hit. Bash, a hero that takes 1 or more wounds from Oni combat hits during his turn. During a turn is knocked back 3 spaces directly away from a random adjacent Oni, moving through any models in on the way. If the hero would enter an occupied space or off the board, instead place them in the last empty space move through, and they take an extra D6 wounds, ignoring defense. Okay, so let me get the Oni, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so our Oni is right there. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. And I failed, so we'll just move that there. And now, she has a higher initiative, the geisha does. So, let's roll. And she's going to move right up next to him. And let's see here. Okay. She has Outwit. Now, what's that's going to do is she's going to get +1 damage against enemies that have initiative equal to or lower than your cunning. Her cunning is 4. This guy's initiative is 3. So she will do +1 damage, but we forgot to roll for her horror hit. So let's see. She passed. Okay. So she's going to do an extra damage. And we're going to use the Secret Blade once per fight. Does D6 wounds, ignoring defense and armor. And she rolled a 2. So we're going to put 2 wounds on him. And then she has the Hidden Dagger. Free attack once per turn. Do 1 automatic wound, ignoring defense to an adjacent model. So she's going to do another wound. There we go. Okay, now she will do her combat. Before she moved, though, she did another free attack, her flintlock pistol. So it's a critical hit on a 5 or 6. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to add 2 more damage to this. So actually, this guy going to have 5 damage. So she gets another free attack once per fight. Okay. We're going to spin our grit and re-roll. And we got a crit. Alright, she rolled a 3. She does it +1, so she's going to do 4 damage to him. And now she's going to do her regular attack. We haven't even attacked yet. And she has 2 combat. Dog it. Okay, well, she missed 1. However, she did do a crit. So she's going to roll for damage on the crit. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's 4, another 5, 6, 7. Okay. Next up is the Ani. He's going to go. And he's going to attack her. And he has 2 combat. And he hits 1. Can she ignore it? She cannot. So she has to take 5 damage. And, okay, so she takes the 5. Then she's knocked back 3 spaces directly away from a random adjacent Ani moving through an eye. So she's going to move 1, 2 and hit that. And that's going to do D6 wounds ignoring defense. So she takes 3 more wounds. He popped the hell out of her. She popped him, but he popped the hell out of her. Okay, so it's the Enforcer's turn. He rolls 1, 2. And the Sumo is going to go. And he's going to move up next to him. And he will take a horror hit. So let's see. He passed. And he will attack. He does 1 hit. I think that's the wait. This hero is large size. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna use my spirit scroll. And I want to discard it. So it's gone. And I want to re-roll this. Okay, well that's a little bit better. So he's going to take 3 damage, and it's actually going to kill him, so he is dead. So we're going to get experience. And let's everybody catch our breath. The Geisha heals 2. And the Sumo heals 1 sanity. And let's grab some loot cards. Okay, 20 experience for the Geisha and 1 Darkstone. $25 for the Enforcer, and the Sumo gets $50 and 20 experience. Okay. Alright, that's the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, well we failed that one. So let's go ahead and draw a darkness card. All heroes will 1 less die for any skill test they make. Okay. Take the Oni off. Alright. Now, the Geisha is going to actually... we have to roll for the hold back the whispers for these guys because they're out of reach of the lantern. Okay, what's fine for her? Okay, and fine for the Sumo. Now, I'm going to heal her first. She's going to heal another 2 wounds. She's going to use her bandages. Okay. And then we're going to move her. Alright, she's just going to go to the edge here. So we're going to get a new map tile. And I want to do the same with Nazi Enforcer. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Sumo will move up there as well. Alright, so let's get a new map tile. Let's see what we... Oops. Damn, I knocked these things down. Alright, the audience chamber. That goes like this. Yeah. Okay, let me rearrange some tiles here. Alright, so we've rearranged some tiles. Let's see, we have a growing dread encounter and a clue. Okay, so let's first do our shadow of the sighting of the dragon. We rolled a 2. Each hero must make a spirit 5+ test. If successful, gain 20 experience. If failed, draw a darkness card. Okay. So the geisha has a spirit of 3. Yeah. Okay, she passed, no problem. She's going to gain 20 experience. The enforcer. He has a spirit of 2. And let's see. He has to draw a darkness card. Enemies that are large size now do +1 damage on all of their attacks. Yeesh. Okay. And the sumo has a spirit of 3. And he passed. Okay. So he's going to gain 20 experience. Okay, let's put a Growing Dread card and add it in the stack. And let's have our encounter. And we have 2 doors, so we can go either way. Oni guards. Okay. Stopping in your tracks, you motion for the others to be silent. Up ahead, you can hear the grunting and snorting voices of 2 brutal Oni guards. It sounds like they are watching over some sort of treasure or prisoners. We can sneak past. Which I think we're going to do. Okay, we need an agility 4+. Okay, well, she's good at agility. Let's see, we'll get 15 experience if we pass. Okay, she got it, no problem. So that's 15 experience. Okay, the enforcer. Oh, he only has 1 agility. But he got it, 4+. So, yeah, he gains 15 experience. And the sumo has a 2 agility. And he passed. Okay. That is the end of the turn. So let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Double 5s again. Okay. So we have to take 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage to each of us. Alright, she passes 2, so she has to take 1 sanity hit, which is worth 2 damage. The enforcer passes 1, so he's got to take 4 damage. And the sumo, he passes none. I'm going to spend his grit. Okay, well, he's going to take 4 damage as well. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and move the geisha. She rolls a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're gonna go to the next room and we're gonna have our encounter. Does it say? Let me see what it says. We will not put an exploration token on there. Okay, so he's going to move 1, 2, and the sumo will move 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to go to 11. Let's see what tile it's going to be. It's going to be Sacred Garden. That's a big tile. It's not going to have any exits. So here we go. We're not going to put an exploration token down. Okay. Alright, so we're going to fight the Dragon King. So let's have a look at his sheet. Okay. So you roll for his P for initiative. This is his stuff. Combat 8, 3 damage. Alright. Unspeakable Terror. A hero starting their activation on the same or adjacent map tile takes 3 horror hits. This enemy cannot take more than 5 wounds from any single hit. moves through other models and changes targets each turn. Any hero on a map tile that this enemy touches during its move must pass an Agility 5 plus test or take one hit that does damage equal to this enemy's current initiative. Whenever the darkness would move a space on the depth track, roll a d6. On the roll of 4 plus, the dragon emits a terrifying roar, doing d6 horror hits to every hero on the board instead. At the start of its activation, cast a random spell from the Dragon Magic deck. When the dragon is defeated, each hero may draw 2 extra Lu cards. Okay, and this is the Dragon King, Master of Dragons. When casting the elemental attack dragon magic spell, draw a random elemental dragon trait card and use that elemental attack listed on that card. He has 60 health plus 10 per hero. That would be 90. This guy's going to have over 100 health. Whenever any hero takes 6 or more wounds from Shuru's attacks, every hero on the same map tile as that hero, including the hero that took the wounds, immediately takes D3 corruption hits. Ancient Claws. Shuru's melee hit rolls of 6 plus are -1 to the target's defense rolls, and Dragon's Destiny, Shuru is +1 on all of his 2 hit rolls while at a less than half health remaining, and he's immune to critical hits. Okay. Okay, so let me go get him set up and see what we're going to do. Okay, here's my dragon. As you can see, he's huge. Look at him compared to the other models. I mean, he is gigantic. He's one of the bigger models. I think he's the biggest model I have for Shadows of Brimstone. I think I had just about all the models. So, I think I did an alright job on him. I made him red. Here's his Dragon Magic card and his elemental trait. Now, first things first that we have to do, we have to reveal the Growing Dread card. The darkness moves 1 step forward on the depth track. If it moves on a blood splatter or Growing Dread space, it does not. So, okay. Now, we also have to roll for darkness. And I rolled an 8, which is fine. Okay, so let's roll for his initiative. He has a 3 initiative, so she's actually going to get to go first. Okay, now she's got to take 3 horror hits. So let's do that. Okay, she takes 2. Yeah. 2 horror hits. Okay, let's roll. Okay. She's not close enough to it to, anyway, I gotta put a door there, and a door here, so just pretend there's a door there. So she's gonna do her regular attacks. She's gonna get her free pistol shot, which is a 1. 1 shot, critical hit on a 5/6, but remember he's immune, and that's a miss. I don't have any grit. Okay, so now she will use her serpent bow. 2 shots. Okay, those are hits. Your range that cause 1 or more wounds to target also adds a bleeding marker on a d6 roll of 4 plus. No. Nah. Okay. So right now, she will do +1 damage though. So she will do +1 damage for each hit. But remember, he's immune to crits. Okay, so he has a defense of 3. This is not going to go through. And that's going to do 1 point of damage. Jeez. Okay. Now he's going to go. Now first thing he's going to do. Ooh. Okay, well the darkness did move because of the Growing Dread. So let's go back and do this. We have to roll a 4 plus. And we did. So the darkness didn't actually move. We have to do this roar thing instead. D6 horror hits to every hero on the board. Alright. So the geisha takes 6 horror hits. Okay, she passed 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to take 4. Oof. Okay. The enforcer is going to take 2 horror hits. And he passes neither. So he's going to take 2. The sumo is going to take 6, of course. And he passes 4, so he just takes 2. Okay. Okay, now he's going to do his dragon magic. Every hero currently adjacent to the caster immediately takes 1 hit with damage equal. Okay, well, that's not going to happen. So, that's fine. Okay, so now he's going to attack. And I can attack randomly one of those 2. So, let's see who he's going to attack. The sumo. So he's going to move, fly, boom. Well, I think we'll just put him here. And so he will attack. He has 8 combat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he has a combat of 5, so that's a miss, 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 miss. Wow! He rolled pretty bad. So he takes 3 damage, the sumo does. Okay. Oh yeah, I get to roll for defense. Alright, I passed. So he doesn't take any damage actually. So that was really good. Okay. So now the enforcer is going to go. He has to take some horror hits. Got to take 3. And he passes 1, so he has to take 2 horror hits. Man, he can go insane. Oh shoot. And he moves 1, 2. Ah, he can't even get there. Okay. And the sumo, he's got to take 3 horror hits. And he passes 2, so he only takes 1. Let's roll for his movement. 2. Okay, he'll move up. And he will attack. And he misses. Okay, that is the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. 7. We still passed. That's good. Okay. Let's roll for his initiative. 6. Okay, he's got initiative. So, first thing he's going to do is do a dragon magic. At the start of the caster's next activation, it gains armor plus 5. Okay. And now he will switch targets and he will attack. He still doesn't see him. So actually he has to attack the geisha. So he will attack the geisha. And he's not going to move to do it because she's right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this time though it's a problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, all 6s. So she's going to be -1 on her defense rolls. Oh, and that means she missed every one. So she takes 3 times 4 is 12. Sorry. 12. She has a health of 14, and she has now been knocked out. So we have to spend a revive token on her. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what kind of injury she's going to take. 5. You cannot get critical hits with your ranged attacks. Well, that's not going to do much anyways. Alright, so it is now her turn. Okay, let's roll for her horror hits. Okay, she fails 2. Okay. Alright, let's roll for her movement. Okay. Now she's going to attack. She's going to do the Secret Blade. Once per fight, 1 combat, and she does 2 wounds to it. Then she's going to do the Hidden Dagger. That's 1 automatic wound. So there we go. And now she will attack regular combat. And she hits once. And she does 2 damage to it. Okay. The Enforcer will go. Okay, he can move here. That dragon's blocking everything. So he can't attack really. So the Sumo will go. But we forgot to do the Enforcer's horror hits. And he fails too. So he's okay. Sumo will go. His horror hits. And he passes 2, so he only fails 1. Okay. And he will roll for movement, and he gets a grit. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do is he's going to spin that grit. So we're going to do our 2, and then we're going to do first our 2. Okay. And then we're going to do D3 plus 1 basic hits. Okay, so 2 plus 1 is 3 basic hits. So we did 3 hits to him. So that's 4 hits. And he defended 4 hits. That's not going through. That's not going through. These will go through. That's going to be 6 total. Okay. And now it is the end of the turn. And let us roll for darkness. And we failed. And now, of course, it's going to go here. But remember, we have to do the roar. So let's see, on a 4+, yes, we do the roar. So everybody's got to take D6 horror hits. So the geisha has to take 4 horror hits. And she passes 2, so she's going to lose 2. Okay. The Enforcer has to take 4 horror hits as well. He passes 2, so he has to take 2 more. Okay. And the Sumo, he takes 4. He passes every single one of his. Okay. So let's roll for his initiative. He rolls a 4, so he's not going first. So she will go first. Okay, so let's do her horror hits. She passes all of hers. and I'm going to roll for movement. Okay, and I'm going to move back and see. Okay, we haven't did our flintlock yet. Yeah, we did. So she's going to use a serpent bow. She gets 2 shots. It's 1 hit. 5 plus 1 is 6. So she does 3 damage. Okay. Now, however, he will go. So let's see what spell he had. Oh, wait a minute. He has armor plus 5. So let's see if he was able to. No, he was not. Okay. The caster makes a free attack using his elemental attack. Okay, so I use this elemental dragon trait, and this is elemental attack. Okay, acid breath. Select a random hero within 4 spaces to target using every hero. Ooh, okay. Let's see. It's going to be the enforcer. So, oh my god. Okay. Whew. So he's spitting acid at them, at the enforcer. So, let's roll. Oh, 1. Okay, he totally whiffed that. Alright. I think I did that right. Let me double check something. So the geisha is not going to be affected, but the sumo will. Now, the enforcer, he rolled a 1, so he missed. But the sumo has to roll as well to see. And he missed the sumo. So both were able to... well, actually, I think it takes 3 hits to do 2 damage. Okay. Alright, never mind. I did it wrong. So forget that. So he's going to do the acid attack. Now, if you use a template, it will hit him and him. So both of these got to roll. And they got to roll 3 hits apiece. They have to defend against 3. Okay. The enforcer did not. He's going to spin his grit. And re-roll. Okay. So he takes 2 damage. The sumo, okay, he only got hit once, so he takes 2 damage. I can deal with that. Okay. So now he's going to attack, and last turn he attacked the geisha. So this time he's got to attack the enforcer. So he's going to actually move through now. And that means he moves through the sumo. So, he has to take an agility 5 plus test. But remember, our agility, we use 1 less die, so he's only going to get a 1. But he passed. Okay, so he didn't get hit by that. Okay, so now he's going to attack the enforcer. Remember, he has 8 combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and he hits twice. I mean, his melee, that's really pretty good. And, okay, well, he passed that one. Did not defend against this one. So he's going to take 3 more damage. Okay. Okay. So now it is the enforcer's turn. And, of course, he has to take these horror hits. Okay, well, he passed 1. He has to do 2. I think, however, that is exactly 15, and he has gone insane. So, we have to use our second and final revive. And we have to see what happens. 10. On a roll of 1 or move, at any time you're in your move adjacent to another hero, roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, that hero takes 3 hits as you lash out of them. Okay, that's terrible. Okay, so the sumo's got to go. He has to take 3 horror hits to move. And he passes all of his. So he will move 1. He gets another grit. That's great. So he will spend the grit and he will attack. Okay, he does 2 hits and then he does 3 plus 4 hits. So this guy takes 4 hits. Okay. This doesn't go through. This is 1, 1, and 3. So that's 5 hits. Okay. And that is the end of the turn. So let us roll for darkness. And we roll double 4s. Splintered collapse. Each hero in the fortress immediately takes 3 hits that do 2 wounds each. Okay. The geisha can defend 2, so she takes 2 wounds. Enforcer, well, he's actually unconscious, so he's not standing up now. He's going to be unaffected by everything, because I'm going to stand him up at the beginning of his turn. So it's just a sumo, actually, and he failed 2 of them, so he's going to take 4 damage. Okay, so now we rolled for darkness. Let's roll for initiative. And he has a 5, so he's going to get to go first. So let's do the dragon magic here. Every hero on the same and adjacent map tile as the caster is -1 agility and -1 initiative. Okay. Alright, so he's going to attack the geisha. So he'd actually move here and attack her. Okay, so he does 3 hits. And she defends 2, so she has to take 3 damage. Okay. So now it is the hero's turn. And she will go. Now she has to take 3 horror hits. And she failed 2 of them. So she has to take 2 horror hits. Okay, so she's going to physically have to combat him. Let's roll for move. Okay. So she does 1 automatic wound with the hidden dagger. And then she will attack him regularly, and she does 1 hit, and she does 1 damage. Okay. The enforcer will stand up. He's healed, but he now has to do his horror hits, and he passes all of them. And I'm going to move him. Okay, he's going to move here, and he will attack. And he hits once. Actually, he hits both times. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm going to have to use a grit. Okay, he's going to do 1 damage. That's with the grit. That was horrible. The sumo will now go. He has to take his horror hits. And he fails 1, so he's got to take 1 more. Let's roll for his movement. Okay, he's going to go here. And he will attack. And he gets 2 hits that do no damage whatsoever. Okay. Well, that's the end of that turn. So let's roll for darkness. And we got it that time, 9. So let's see. Okay, so the geisha has the higher initiative. So let's roll for her horror hits. Oh. Okay, I gotta spin the grit, man. I gotta re-roll that. She didn't make any of them. Okay, she made 2 of them, so she only takes 1 sanity loss. Okay, First, she will use her secret blade. Oh, let's roll for her grit or move. Okay. And then she will do her regular combat. Actually, she's going to do 2 wounds because her cunning is now higher than his on that. So do another 5 damage. Got another 5 damage on him. Now she will do her regular attack. All right, she hits once and he takes 2 damage. Okay, now it's his turn. The caster makes a free elemental attack. Okay. And we have Fire Breath. Select a random hero. Okay. That's her. So actually, the sumo and her will be attacked. The enforcer will not. Okay. Every hero touch must pass an agility 6 or gain D3 burning markers. Okay. Well, we're going to be -1. So her agility is, well, let's die, 3, so she's going to have 2 agility. She did not make it. So she has to gain 2 burning markers. Okay. And the sumo has an agility of 2, so he's only going to get 1 die. But he rolled a 6, look at that. Okay, so it's fine. He gains no burning markers. Okay, and now it is the enforcer's turn. Let's roll for his horror hits. And he passes 1. And he's next to the sumo. So he's going to actually lash out at the sumo. Yeah, it's paranoia. Like, as where's that one? Yeah, hearing voices. I gotta roll a 1 or 2. Oh, dang it. I mean, it takes 3 hits. Alright, so Sumo took 3 hits, and he passed 2 of them, so he's gonna take 1 damage. Okay. So the Enforcer will now go. And he does 1 hit. And no damage. Okay. The Sumo will go. He's got to take his horror hits. Oh my gosh, and he failed every single one. So that's 3. So that's 4, 5, 10, 13. Okay. Oh man. 1 more and he has gone insane. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to roll for movement. Alright. And the Sumo is going to drink the sake. And he heals 2, 4. He heals 4 sanity. So he drank some sake and had to heal. Man, had to do it, man. Or otherwise he was going to go insane. And he would have been out. And that gives up his attacks. Let's go ahead and roll for Darkness's turn. We got it. Alright. So the dragon gets again 3. So the geisha will go. First things first. Let's do her horror hits. She passes every one of them. But she has a burning marker on her. So let's see what we got to do with that. She takes 1 off. She will gain 2 wounds. She will do 2 wounds to him with her secret dagger. And she will attack. And she misses every single time. Why would roll for movement? Okay. Alright, so now it's the dragon's turn, and he will. One random hit takes one hit that does damage. Okay. Oh boy. So let's roll the geisha. Alright, one random takes one hit that does damage equal to 4 times their hero level. Okay, it's just one hit, so we can roll for defense. Oh, she's 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Oh man, she's at 7. And that's it. She has gone down. And she has no more. We have no more revives. So that's it. The geisha has fallen. Okay. Wow. Okay. So now it's the enforcer's turn. Let's roll for his horror hits. He passes 2. She's going to take 1 sanity. Alright. Let's roll for... he's next to the sumo, so the sumo's got to take... how many hits was that? On a 1 or 2. God damn it, man. Sumo's got to take 3 hits, but he blocks 2, so he only takes 1. Okay. And now he will attack, and he misses completely. Alright, the sumo's turn. Here are his horror hits. He passes all of them. Great. He rolls for movement. Okay. And he will attack. And he hits once. And he does no damage. That's great. Alright, that's the end of the turn. Let's roll for darkness. 7, we passed. Let's roll for his initiative. He's going to go first. Let me mix these up here. Alright. Okay. You know what? I think I missed an activation of him where he attacks. I did miss an attack of him last turn. Okay, so to be fair, he's going to attack each guy 1 time. Okay? I did miss that. We'll do the enforcer first. And he hit. Wow, he popped the hell out of the enforcer. And the enforcer defends. Okay, so he takes 6 damage. Okay. And then the sumo, he hits 4 times. The sumo, okay, he blocks 2, so he takes 6 damage. Okay. Okay, that's where we're at. Alright, so now it's going to be the hero's turn. Of course, let's do horror hits. Okay, he failed every single one of those. That's great. So, okay. Let's roll for movement. 1. Okay, he's going to get grit. Let's roll a die and see if he hits the sumo. He does not. So he will attack. And he has 2 hits. It's pretty good. Alright, that's actually 6 damage. I'm going to keep that. So we have done a total of 10, 20, 30, 35 damage to this guy. Okay. The sumo will roll for his horror hits. And he passes 2. So he only takes 1 sanity loss. And we will roll for movement with him. And he's going to get a grit. So he's going to attack. But I do get 3 plus 1 is 4 hits. I spin that grit, so he's going to do 4 more damage. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Let us roll for darkness. Ooh, we failed. Okay, so let's see, on a 4+ he roars. He does. So everybody's got to take D6 horror hits. The enforcer has to take 3 horror hits. And he failed all 3. Okay. And the sumo takes only 2. And he passed them both. Alright. So let's roll for initiative. Well, he goes first. And we have 1 random hero immediately takes 1 hit. Okay. Let's see what we got. We have the enforcer. And he's going to take 1 hit. And he failed it. Damn it. So he's got to take 8 damage as well. 10. And that's going to knock him out. He is gone. Yep. Okay. Wow. Alright, so the dragon will attack the sumo. And he hits 4 times, I'm sorry, and the sumo blocks 2. So he's got to take 6 damage. Alright, so let's see where the sumo is at now. That's 5. 20 damage. The sumo has 24 health. But it is now the sumo's turn. Let's roll. Okay. And his horror hits. And he fails only 1. So he's still in this. And he will attack. And he misses both times. Alright, brand new turn. Let's roll for darkness. 7. We passed. Okay. So the dragon will do his initiative. He rolls a 4. He's going to be higher. So he's going to do his spell here. Free elemental attack. This time we have lightning. 1 random hero, that's within 6 spaces, is struck by lightning, taking D6 wounds, ignoring defense. Okay. He only takes 1 wound. So we're still good. Now he will attack. And he hit twice. Can the sumo block? Yes. Now it's the sumo's turn. And let's do his horror hits. And he failed 1. And he's still around. So he's doing pretty good. And he will roll for movement. And he gets a grit, so he will attack. 1 hit. And then he will spin that grit and get 4 more hits. So we do 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So we pop the hell out of that guy. Alright. So he's at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 damage, about halfway there. However, it is a new turn. Let's roll for darkness. And we passed. The dragon will roll for initiative. He will go. And he will do another elemental attack. And this is Tsunami. All heroes within are swept back. Okay, it's not going to do anything because it's only going to move him 2 spaces back. Okay, however, the dragon will move to attack him. And he hits twice. And the sumo cannot defend. And that's going to take our sumo out. Oh boy. Okay. Let me do some final thoughts here. Okay, so my final thoughts here. I hope I didn't make too many mistakes. As you can see, this guy is a powerhouse. But, you know, we were actually doing somewhat decent against him for level 2 heroes. But this guy is a powerhouse. So, alright, so I am done with my Forbidden Fortress campaign. We have gone up against every type of monster, or at least boss guy you can think of. I wanted to showcase everything in Forbidden Fortress, and I think I have done that. There won't be any more Shadows of Brimstone episodes this month. I have other stuff planned for last Sundays with Horrified and stuff like that coming. And I may take a week or two off for Shadows of Brimstone beginning of next month, because I have another campaign planned. And actually, this is going to be a huge, long campaign. I have 4 heroes, one from each different world. So I have the cowboy, the samurai, the Jargano native, and the Tadarian veteran. They are going to be my group. And the theme of it is they are going to go to every world Shadows of Brimstone offers, including the Forbidden Fortress stuff. Okay? But what world they're going to go to is going to be randomly chosen. The story behind it is they leave their respective home worlds because of some calling and have to stop the 3 evils. The Ancient One, Belial, and him, Shurim. It's going to be a long, arduous process. And the goal is to let it last long enough, because the Kickstarter campaign for the new Shadows of Brimstone stuff won't be out till September. And that's if it comes out on time. Now, there have been delays for every Shadows of Brimstone product so far. So I'm expecting a delay on that. But as soon as I get it, you know, I'm going to do an unboxing video and start a campaign with it. But I wanted to do a campaign with one guy from a different world. So that's 4 different guys from a different world, trying to stop the ancient evils. They have to work together to do so, and they have to randomly go to these worlds and get these items in order to help them find and defeat the evils. Every monster will be in play, and I mean every monster, except for Cthulhu, Belial, and him. They are saved for the end if we ever get to it. So that's something I'm working on for a upcoming campaign for Shadows of Brimstone. And I want to give my overall thoughts on Forbidden Fortress altogether. First, the miniatures. The miniatures are better than the original Shadows of Brimstone. Now, if you've kept up with Shadows of Brimstone over the years, the miniatures have consistently gotten better anyways. And they improved again with Forbidden Fortress. The heroes seem to offer more variety of stuff they can do. The missions for Forbidden Fortress tend to vary things up a little bit more differently than the other ones did. Was it worth getting? Yes, it was. Now, I knew going in I was not going to like Forbidden Fortress as much as Shadows of Brimstone, because I like the theme of the Weird West better than the weird feudal Japan. However, the Forbidden Fortress stuff was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So it was definitely worth getting. I am disappointed in a couple things. I wanted to go to town more in this campaign. We were told that around the beginning of this past summer, they were going to have a feudal Japan village and a few other Forbidden Fortress things out by then to be shipped. Of course, this has not happened. I desperately wanted that feudal village because it makes the town stuff so much better. I mean, it just raises it 120, 150, 200%. And I was very disappointed that it hadn't come out on time because I wanted to use the feudal village. Hopefully it'll come out and I can incorporate it into the next campaign. Yeah, I was a little disappointed with that. They're releasing a few little things here and there, a few little new things here and there. I'm gonna keep trying and staying caught up with Shadows of Brimstone. Although, you know, there's a lot of stuff I got to spend money on, and I'm not talking about game wise either, so there may be a little delay in some of that. I definitely think this Kickstarter for Forbidden Fortress was worth it. It added so much more, and especially when you put everything together, it does so much. However, still, if you had to only choose one, I would still pick the Western Shadows of Brimstone. But I was hoping that I showed you everything that Forbidden Fortress offered at least once, all the different worlds. I'm still a little miffed about the Temple of Shadows expansion, what it contained. I would have liked a different, varied other world. But hey, that's just me. But overall, I am very glad. I have no regrets, no hint of regret that I ever backed the Forbidden Fortress Kickstarter. I've had a lot of fun with it. And I think they're growing. I think you can tell in some of the missions. I think you can tell in some of the enemy characteristics of what they do, and some of the hero characteristics, that they're growing and expanding stuff, and, you know, improving upon the formula that they first came up with in Shadows of Brimstone. So there is that. So I hope you enjoyed this Forbidden Fortress, and like I said, I'll let you know. You'll see it real soon, sooner than you think, but not too soon, of the new campaign for my Shadows of Brimstone. So I hope to see you then, and I hope you're enjoying your October. Until then, have fun.